Hello, everyone, and welcome to Powertime Practice here on Saturday, May 1st, 2021. My name is Sutrita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome. Happy May Day. And May Day, May Day, is a lot going on in the world. And with Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings, we can navigate it with ease and have the ability to rise above it, whether we are at work or at home, or we're looking at the news and social media where it can just be so overwhelming and everybody is in a big question mark about this pandemic. COVID is going on and on and on, especially here in Canada. I'm here from Toronto, Canada, and we are in lockdown. And perhaps there are people from all around the world who are also experiencing that kind of shut in feeling. So the best thing to do is to concentrate on our spiritual practices, because what else is there to do besides watch Netflix? And we've already done that. So now it's time to continue on as we have been from week to week here at Powertime Practice, where we can find out how to be in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. And with the teachings that Dr. Pillai is giving out, there is a rhythm, there's a natural flow to what is happening. So May, the beginning of May or the beginning of any month, whether that's based on the Gregorian calendar or the Vedic calendar, it doesn't really matter, because here we are right now, and we are looking at this month of May where the sun transits into the constellation of Taurus. Right now it's in Aries, but about mid-month it's going to go into the sign of Taurus. So we want to give you a heads up about how we can get the most out of this spring energy, even though we feel like, oh, I don't know what season it is. I've been in a lockdown, and what day is it? What time is it? So we want to get refocused. That's what the sun is doing right now. It's saying, hey, wake up. Let's get into a new state of receptivity, a new way of looking at life, maybe change something about your personality. You can change something about your physical appearance. I chopped my hair off because I couldn't wait any longer to get an appointment. So this is what it is. And it does feel lighter. So this lightness of being is what we want to experience. And we don't have to figure it out. We can be aligned with the sun's energy as it's moving through the most exalted sign, Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. So sun represents our soul, and it also represents our spiritual father as well as our biological father, or any authority figure in your life is something that you want to explore and go deeper in and perhaps do some healing. And we can't move forward and we can't fake it any longer, because the spiritual energy will say, throw the light on it and say, you have skeletons in your closet and you need to get this done before you can move forward. So this month of May is all about springing forward and springing ahead with this idea that we can prosper even if there are all these calamities going on in the world. There's financial bankruptcy. Which country is not in debt? And not just a couple of bucks. It's like trillions. So that's not very inspiring at all. And it wouldn't be, because inspiring means that the spirit is moving, it's flowing. And with money being stuck or being in debt, then we're trying to get out. We're trying to climb out of the quicksand. So we don't have to think about it on a global level as, oh, woe is us. We've got to use the inspiration, the spirit that moves us, that Holy Spirit energy that's moving us, as people are celebrating Christian Orthodox, Greek Orthodox Easter. And happy Easter to you, or to anyone else who is celebrating it. So we get to tap into that energy and get rebirthed and get into our spiritual body. So this Taurus is the natural second house of the zodiac, and that's all about money. It's all about finances. It's all about education. It's what we take in through our food, or through conversation, or through social media, or through whatever it is that we're doing energetically, we're taking it on. So we want to make sure that we're interacting with others, especially our family members, because also it's the second house that lights up the family. So that can be impacting us as well. Or even if you don't have family members, your social family. So those are the kinds of things that will start to ping us internally, and our soul, our sun inside of us is our soul, and that will say, "Hey, we need to do some healing. We need to let go of things that are no longer serving us. We need to forgive and forget." And really, it is like people say, "Well, I'll forgive, but I'll never forget." Okay, great. How's that going? Just asking. So it's something when you're on a spiritual path, especially with a master, with Dr. Pillai's grace and blessing, it's so super easy to dissolve that away. So the planets that are going to impact the money is Venus and Jupiter. So Venus is the giver of all material comforts and worldly prosperity. And then Jupiter is the great boon giver. So he fulfills the wishes and he expands bank accounts. So Jupiter is this big planet, and wherever it is, it expands it. So it's going to be a time of more optimism and good luck and fortune, grace. Maybe things will flow smoother. Maybe we'll feel like we're connecting with our Father, whether he's dead or alive. You will feel that healing energy or that empowerment, and gratitude will flow for all the hardships, because even we learn from those hardships and it makes us stronger, and we can say thank you for making it so difficult, because here I am. So Mother's Day is coming up, and that is a great day to celebrate the mother, our birth mother, as well as Mother Goddess. So that's coming up next weekend. And you can check out Astrovet Apply Center. They have lots of ways in which you can participate in honoring the mother through honoring the goddess. So, or if your mother has passed away, you might look at Tarpanum. So the Tarpanum offerings are also available. And year-long Tarpanums, or you may want to honor your mother who passed away. If she has passed away, then you can honor her through this Tarpanum practice, which is something that you give to the ancestors. So ancestors are those who are dead, and you want to do it at the right time. So to give the mother the grace and blessings, even if she's on the other side, we want to help her to elevate to a high status. And once the mother, or whatever ancestor it is, gets to that high status in the physical realm, they can even get to the status of goddess or god. And then they can bless everyone. You don't have to do it. And they can do it because they're not in the physical stuck body, the material constraints that we have. Waiting is such a waste of time, because time is not something that happens in any other plane except here on the earth plane. So we want to get into that eternal moment, connect with your mother, do some forgiveness, and also get some healing done as well. So you tune in or tap into that energy, and then you will get the blessings super, super easy. So that is something that you also want to explore, because we have to nurture ourselves, because we don't necessarily live with our mother or live with our father, and then we don't even live with our siblings. Maybe some people do. However, most people here in the West, they are off, and maybe in other parts of the world too, they move away. And so you can just be thinking about and sending good thoughts at the soul level, even if there's a lot of pain and agony. I can relate. However, when you are here on this path with Dr. Pillai, he heals the heart like you can't even imagine. That freedom from all the misery that you carried from your birth. So that is something that we all can look forward to in this coming week. So check out those services that are offered through Pillai Center and Astrovet. Dr. Pillai shares that the money karma is created out in the life through the planets. I recommend that you find out which planets are directly involved in creating financial hardships for you, and do some remedies to change those bad influences. So we don't know when we're going to come out of lockdown. We don't know when the financial situation is going to shift. Although Dr. Pillai did give us a little heads up and said, he was quoting the Wall Street Journal, I think it was, and he was sharing that it looks like these next 2 years are going to be very good. So when you hear that in the world, and also from the spiritual master giving it the high five, let's go, then go for it. Think about the things that you want to manifest and go after that. Get into the bank or your financial advisor and say, listen, I've got to find a creative way to make money, even though we're going through these difficult times. I want to get into that realm of everything is good. There's optimism, there's wealth, there's going to be a lot of prosperity happening. So how do I get my money to grow? And we are coming up to Akshaya Tritiya. Also, that is the Tritiya means third moon, and that's coming up. I believe it's going to be on the 14th, so in a couple of weeks. And the sun is going to enter Taurus. It's a third moon, and then it is something where we can get the blessings at the level of the soul when we align with all these cosmic energies, these cosmic events that tell us every year, this is the time of the year where Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity, consciousness, beautiful comforts in life, beauty in and of itself, beauty of the body, beauty of the mind, beauty of the soul, and beauty in your life, in your heart, in your whole being, your physical beauty. You begin to have that spiritual glow about you. So that's the real wealth, isn't it? Health is wealth. And you can have money in the bank, and if your health isn't happening, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to enjoy it. So this Akshaya Tritiya means that it's going to go on forever, your everlasting wealth. So it's a time where the goddess rains gold. So we'll talk about that next week, but we just want to give you a heads up in the coming weeks. What are you focusing on? What is the kind of energy that's going to empower you? Because we can't see it in the media. We can't see it through whatever the government is saying through the news or through conversations. It's all like really doom and gloom. However, those people who are thinking out of the box and looking out of the box, they're awake and they want more out of life. And despite the lockdown, okay, you got to abide by the rules and regulations, but you can also feel excited about how you are connecting with this solar energy that is going to fill your soul up with joy and happiness. Everything that Lakshmi represents is like heaven on earth. So we don't have to die like Jesus did. We can just call the heaven inside of us to wake up and show us the way. So Lakshmi comes from that sound to look forward to or look in the direction. So that consciousness will show us which direction to look, and all of a sudden we'll just turn, and then there's the opportunity and we grab it. So that's miracle consciousness as well. So there's a lot of joy that is going to be available in this whole month ahead, but especially in these coming weeks. So I want to give you a heads up. So for those people who are new to the teachings, this is Lakshmi. This is Shrimbrazi, Lakshmi, a statue or an image that Dr. Pillai says, if you have her, you can hold her in your hands and you can say the sound Shrimbrazi. And there are many courses that are offered through Pillai Center Academy that you can also check out. And so that's what we want to do, is not only go to the bank and ask our advisor, our financial advisor, how to create better money consciousness, how to come out of our harms and hurdles, how to manage our wealth. And don't be ashamed or don't be afraid, because the whole world is in the same position. So this is a great time. You don't have to say, oh my God, I feel so bad. They're going to say, everybody, it doesn't matter if you've had money or don't have money. Everybody's in the same boat, because we're all standing still. We're waiting for the governments to figure it out, or the banks to figure it out, or whoever it is to figure it out. And that just may take forever. So we have to find a way out. And if you're on a spiritual path, you're the luckiest, because fortune, luck, and grace comes from the divine. Creativity comes from the divine. It comes from us being inspired. And all of a sudden, we are just in the right place at the right time. And we're just, wow, how did that happen? Pinch me. So these beings, such as the goddess Shrimbazi, will help us to put the money in our hands. So hold your hands open and receive. So Kubera is also this being who is associated with the goddess Lakshmi Shrimbazi, because she pours the wealth from the heavens and then she has to put it in the bank. And who's the banker of heaven? Kubera. So this is a Kubera yantra. Yantra means machine. And it's a bunch of numbers that add up to 72 if you go horizontally or diagonally or vertically, and you add them up. So you go across, down, vertically, they all add up to 72. So what is all that about? Well, you could Google it. However, doesn't really matter. That's just something that it does. And that will wake up your consciousness. So we're all trying to figure out, turn me in the right direction to get the divine blessings. So these are kind of like X marks the spot. There are touchstones there, which they're the objects, the sacred objects that don't object to us. They say, make me personal by talking to me, by feeling me, by experiencing my energy, by saying my name. And you don't have to belong to any tradition, religious or otherwise. These are spiritual tools that Dr. Pillai has grabbed out of his spiritual tool bag and said, here, people, do this and then find out what happens. So Kubera and Lakshmi together will help us to rain gold. So it's going to pour gold, but we've got to get ready. We've got to have the landing pads for it to come into us. And then all of a sudden we have some super great ideas, or things come out of nowhere and then our life changes. So there's a Nataraj Abhishekam. Nataraj is the dancing Shiva, and this is Nataraj. So you can see this image of Shiva. He's doing this divine dance, and then you can see he's got surrounded by a circle of flames. So it's all around him. So what that represents is he's burning away the karma that the soul has absorbed from lifetime to lifetime, and it's expressing it, but it's not necessarily something that we want. We want the good stuff for sure, but we don't need the other stuff. So this dance of Shiva happens, or the honoring of the dance of Shiva, this Abhishekam, which is a sacred bath. So it's the time where all the temples in India or all around the world honor Lord Shiva, if Lord Shiva is one of the deities, which he pretty much is. And then that you can get the blessings to destroy or diffuse any negative congested energies that you no longer want, especially around money, because this is the month of money coming up. So then Shiva also gives you that ability to refresh yourself. So it's springtime, it's May Day. Hello. We need some new energy coming in. We need to feel grounded and not spaced out. So he has the energy to help you to create a better way of being and get those thoughts of creation. And if you can't meditate, or you can't go deep in your meditations and see what you want to see in your life and create that from that inspiration that comes, remember, creativity is not something that you think about. It springs forward and you just are inspired. Oh my goodness, I have a great idea. Or you just start to do things, you may explore any kind of creativity. So you might think of a business idea and get on the internet, and all of a sudden you're an internet entrepreneur and you're like, what? How did that happen? So he'll help you to create a better reality for yourself. And then he also has the ability to sustain or maintain that manifestation or those manifestations. So this is what we want you to know about, is there's these beings that are connected to us through our soul. So we don't know how to speak soul, but they do. And they are in the cosmos and they are saying, hey, the doorway is open. The earth plane is aligned with us. So come and ask. Just knock And ask and you shall be given. Knock and the door opens. So it's not just some words in the Bible, it is the reality. So people always say, oh my gosh, I can't believe how super easy this is. So we've done so many YouTubes, Dr. Pillai has done so many YouTubes on these various things that I've talked about. We're touching on it now at Powertime Practice, just to give you a heads up. Dr. Pillai is also going to be talking about the mystery school, the new mystery school. It's an adventure, a year-long adventure that everyone who has participated in several years with Dr. Pillai, they cannot believe, including myself, I cannot believe every year I'm enrolled in this mystery school. It is a mystery how my life unfolds and unfolds and unfolds. All the karma that I thought was blocking my progress is gone. When I look back to last year when the mystery school started, I had a whole different life, not just because of COVID lockdown, but things opened up in my work, in my career path, in healing. Holy moly, lots of healing energy in all relationships, work relationships, family relationships, significant others, fabulous friends, circles. The network has expanded, and it's out of how? Because COVID, we're locked down. So we know these things that are what we want, but we need a lot of blessings. So the energy of the mystery school is that which will do it in a very mysterious way. And all you do is you just sign up and you do the meditations every day, get together once a week with the virtual classroom. And one of the hosts, the teacher hosts, will guide you through unpacking all the goodies in each of the month-long courses, course materials, and or whatever it is. And then Dr. Pillai jumps on a call with everybody, and it's just mystical, magical, virtual exploration of how you can get out of this slow time and how you can rise above the karmas. And to find a way out is only through the guidance of the master, who is at the level of the soul, is guiding us. He doesn't really even want to meet with us. He just, once you're on a call, you just feel this energy coming inside of you and saying, you deserve a fabulous life. And I'm your spiritual master. So I'm going to throw the light. I'm going to shed the light. I'm going to remove that which you are being blocked, all the blocks in your life, and that which you're ignoring. So you're ignoring that you do have the light, that you have the ability to make the changes in your life, but maybe you're not courageous, or maybe the karma is just like making you to think such silly thoughts, and you're just ratcheting over it, and the memory is there, and it shows up in the life, and just like, oh my God, I can't stop it. Mystery School will do that. So tomorrow, Sunday, May 2nd, here in Eastern Daylight Savings Time, Dr. Pillai is going to be doing a live webinar. So whether you are interested or not in the mystery school, show up, because you will be empowered and perhaps you will join. So it is a life-changing, life-altering, even during COVID. I remember I was in India, and I had to have 2 really intense dental surgeries, and cut the mouth open and drilling and sticking in screws and implants and all these things. And my head was like exploding. And then they said, okay, all foreigners get out of India. And I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? And I didn't even know if I could fly, because post-op, any time of post-surgery, you have to be careful, because then it can going in the plane the cabin pressure can blow it, so I could blow a gasket, which I didn't want to do. That would be a bloody mess, literally, maybe, or really mess it up. So, and then having COVID and chances of infection and all the rest. And yet here I was faced with get out of town. So right now, and I just had my second surgery, so I hadn't even really healed from the first one, and then I had to have another one, bone grafting and all these kinds of things. You know, I had to be under anesthetic, general anesthetic. It was just like, what? And now I got to get on a plane and what? It's COVID. So it was really quite intense. Yet, even though I thought I should be scared or I should be worried or I should be upset or concerned, but it was like as if I was in this bubble of protection. And I was. And everything just moved with grace and ease. I got bumped up to first class or business class. It was super smooth getting here. I didn't have to worry about quarantining at the airport or anything like that. They just looked at me and they said, "Oh, you look healthy." And I'm going, "Oh my God, don't ask me to open my mouth because it's just so much going on in there. My throat, my head was pounding." I was like, "Oh," and I didn't even know at the time if we all had COVID. There were a lot of sick people on that plane, and it was packed. So if I didn't get it then or didn't die then, wow, that's how I knew the mystery school was something super, super special in protecting and guiding. And then afterwards, no problems throughout the whole year. And here we are at the start of the new, or coming up to the start of the new mystery school. So we've heard from so many people and who have participated year after year on this journey with Dr. Pillai and how everything in their life unfolds in a very miraculous way. Career opportunities open up, business opportunities, new jobs. It can be healing of relationships, your own self. Remember, relationships are there because we haven't healed something inside of us. And I know that people are like, no, it's their fault. You know, you have to be careful when you point that gun. So you know, whatever is going on inside of you, you're going to reflect or project that out onto other people. And you may say, no, that's not the case. But really, being on a spiritual path, you have to be super, super authentic, and you will know, okay, I have messed up in some lifetime or many lifetimes, and I can't erase it. So this year-long journey is something that will really help you to come out of those stubborn patterns of thinking, of carrying the karma over again and again. You're repeating it again and again. And it doesn't matter how many mantras you chant or how many meditations that you do. The mystery school is that much more empowering. And it's got all these remedies that are supporting you every day. So I think it's like 50 remedies or 100 remedies. It's just like remedies are going on every single day throughout that whole 365 days that you are on that journey with Dr. Pillai. And then just being with him in that more intimate setting. I think he's only taking 200 people. So please do know that the doors will close at that number. And because he really wants people to take advantage of the prosperity that is happening in the next 2 years, because we don't know what's going to happen after that. And so this is a very empowering time. And when the master says that, he means it. I can't believe we took people through Mystery School 2019, and in the past year as well, it was a reboot. God, Saints, and Angels. Check that out. Even if it's over, you can check that out. It might be in your budget to do that. And then also the Mystery School 2020 may be repeated as well. But 2019 is there, and then you can explore those teachings. So God, Saints, and Angels. You can do it as a self-study, and you'll see or hear, listen to audios or watch the videos of teachers that have participated in guiding everybody to unpack all the materials, all the goodies that are in that program. So on that journey in this past year, we're still continuing on, and we'll finish up in another few weeks. But the amazing thing is the people who are in that program, even if it's already passed, every message that Dr. Pillai gave us was for right now, for this whole year. We couldn't believe every time he gave us a new teaching was so applicable, it was so appropriate, so aligned with what we have been facing all the way through this COVID year. So that's what the divine is. It's eternal, and it's not bound by time. And time, as Dr. Pillai says, is karma. And the karma is delivered by the planets. That's why it's so important to understand your astrology, your birth chart. So that's something else that the mystery school will do. You'll get your birth chart inscribed on a copper plate, and then it will be supercharged in vortices, temples that have been, there will be rituals done on them, and then so many things. So it's like a divine Wi-Fi connection. Your modem is going to be in India, but you're wherever you are. So you're going to be getting that download every day, and you're going to feel that empowerment. And then the planets, because we have planets positioned in various parts of our chart, our birth chart, they are going to deliver the karma. And so the study of astrology, as Dr. Pillai says, is the study of time. So how you keep track of time is you find out what the energy is behind time. So be empowered by the planets, as opposed to thinking, oh, it's a study of something over there and it's predictive. Yeah, it can be, but really we want to find out what's going on inside of me. Why do I keep doing the things that I do? So these planets are going around the sun, as I say every week, in their own orbit, just as we are on the earth plane. We're going around the sun, and we are in another orbit. So we're all hanging out together. So we're getting constantly pinged, and we've asked for those kinds of challenges to learn from and to evolve. So please do check that out. Maybe you can get an astrology consultation. We have a couple fabulous Vedic trained Western astrologers. Swami Nivali is one, and also Lalita Varahi. They're longtime students of Dr. Pillai's. And then also they have the blessings to give people tremendous readings. There are also Vedic astrologers through Astrovet as well. So check that out. Find out how you can fix your finances, or fix your relationships, or fix your health, and help your ancestors to evolve. And they will tell you in your chart, hey, do you have these things going on? I just had an astrology consultation with Ram Kumar, and it was through the Mystery School 2020. And it was amazing. He gave me such empowerment coming from looking at my chart and saying, okay, you're going to have these obstacles, but here's the way out. And I was like, I know I have these obstacles, but I didn't have the way out. So he or she, the astrologer, that's what they do, is they throw the light on that which you cannot see, and that which needs to be revealed to you to fix your finance, to fix your relationships, to fix your spiritual path, to fix your focus on what it is that you want to manifest. If you can't keep your focus on what it is that you want to manifest, where will you be focused on? Oh, it's here, there, and everywhere. And so you lose your energy to be able to create and manifest. So Venus is going to be entering Taurus too on the 4th, it looks like, and that's Tuesday here in Toronto, Canada, at least, Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And so when Venus enters Taurus, Venus is the money planet. Venus is the planet whose overlord is the goddess, Shrimbrasi. So the whole theme of this month, this whole month of May, is to spring forward out of your funky state and get the blessings of these divine beings. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a meditation, and then exploring these beings that are inside of us. And then we will start to feel a deeper connection, because the power and the energy is there. We don't have to wait. Okay, it's like Christmas time. You don't really get into the spirit of Christmas or Diwali, for those people who are celebrating Diwali around the year. That's like your guys' Christmas too, or whatever it is, that there's a big celebration. So we don't really get into it if it's not at the right day or the time. So this is a time to celebrate your prosperity consciousness, your abundance. You don't even know it's there, because you're so messed up in your finances or problems with family, and your attention is going to the problem, how to fix that, versus your attention going to change your consciousness to prosperity, to abundance, to thinking about things. So write out the mantra Shrimbrasi. Also, this is a good time, spring cleaning, declutter, the energy in your space or your car or your office or your desk or your closet or your bathroom, whatever it is that you're just like, there's so much clutter and junk. I gotta just start to declutter. And if you have the perfect house, maybe declutter your emails, declutter the way you are interacting on social media. So this is a time that's natural for you to want to clean up and get new energy so you can be clear. And when you have clarity, you can create. So we don't even know how to create or find a way out because we're not clear. We can't make the right decisions. So these divine beings will wake up that ability inside of ourselves that says, I need to have thoughts of abundance and joy and not doubt it. So there's Holy Spirit is also what it will inspire us. And that is happening every week through the Holy Spirit Immersion Program. Although now there has been a new free program that is offered on Pillai Center Practice YouTube, and it's on Saturdays. Today was the first day on a Saturday. It was on Thursdays before, but it's moved to Saturdays, and it's at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time or 10 a.m. Pacific Time. So please check that out. It's free. And it's on Pillai Center Practice YouTube. And then you can find out how to learn the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic. And that is the secret language that Jesus spoke. And whatever his words were, you don't have to understand it. You just say the words, and that is the spirit of the Holy Spirit. So we're trying to unlock the secrets of all these spiritual technologies and saying Our Father in English or whatever language it is for you besides the Aramaic, that you may get some benefit. As I have, I was raised a Catholic, and then saying the Our Father is very powerful in English. However, now that I'm learning it in Aramaic, wow, it takes it to a whole new level. So we want to be able to tap into the energy of these divine beings who endured so much suffering, just like we have. And we're sick and tired of it. So they just say, hey, call on me, and then you will feel me entering you. So I never felt the Holy Spirit moving through me so profoundly, so continuously, as I have been lately learning the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic. So go check that out. Donna Davy is one of the facilitators at Pillai Center, and she's been doing these fabulous calls with everyone, supporting all the teachers and Dr. Pillai over the years. So now she's going to be hosting that. And she's lovely. She's so supportive. And the best thing to do though, is you go, and then when you're participating in it, everybody starts to light up the chat board, and everybody starts to share their experiences, and everybody starts to share their miracles, and everybody starts to say, I didn't know who this Jesus guy was, or the Holy Spirit, or the Holy Ghost, because I come from a different tradition. And, we were against all that, but oh my God, I cannot deny it. So we've been denied by the constraints of religion and politics and so on. And it's a time in across the world where we're in lockdown, so we can do whatever we want. Give yourself that permission to explore it, and then go deeper into your spiritual practices. Clean up pain and suffering that you cannot seem to get into those nooks and crannies of your consciousness, because we can talk our way out of it or think our way out of it. We can't fool our soul self though. And the soul is crying out for soul food. So we need to feed it. And that is one way to do it. So please, free, hello, FREE, do it. It's on a Saturday. And just like Powertime practice, you can dump a whole bunch of karma. If you're moved to jump into any spiritual practice on a Saturday, it means that Lord Saturn is pushing you to go and do that something spiritual on a Saturday, and you will get so many blessings. So there's a Shani Pradosham coming up. Shani is Saturn, and that's coming up next Saturday when we're together. It's also the 8th of May, and 8 is a number for Saturn. If you turn 8 on its side, what happens? Infinity. That's what karma is. So people say, oh, I just want to get rid of my karma. I just, I'm finished with this life. No, you'll never, ever be finished. Even if you are the most evolved person on the planet, you are absorbing the karma of others. So that it becomes your karma. Just like Christ did. He's like, okay, I'm going to do this for 3 years, but by then I'm going to be so exhausted. And it was such dark times back then that, he didn't have jets and comforts that we do in life to travel around. So he was getting pretty beat up. And then he had to endure the thing where he's getting beat up and thrown on the cross and tortured and so on. That's a lot. So at 33, he said, time out, right? I can't do this. So we don't have to do that. That was a symbolic gesture. And only someone like Christ, Jesus Christ, could do that at that particular time. It's not that there haven't been other prophets or divine beings who've walked the earth plane. Hello. We now know that we were a little bit light on how old the earth plane is. It's thousands and thousands of years old. So it's a journey that we're all on. Karma is a never-ending story. So how to navigate karma light is to tap into the energy of these divine beings, and we don't have to die to let go of this physical body. We can go in by holding on to their teachings or holding on to the spiritual tools. Like I showed you, there's another one today, is a 6th moon here in, I think it is, 6th moon here in Toronto, Canada, Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And this is a veil. This is a spear or a lance. And if you put it here, there you go. There's the third eye. So where it ends up is your third eye. So the stem or the shaft of the veil, I've got this bigger one here for bigger viewing. So the shaft of the veil is represents your backbone. And then all along the backbone are the chakras. And then the head of the veil or the spear or the lance is the midbrain. It represents the midbrain. So that's where the door opens to unlock the secrets of the third eye. And that is going to help even a dead body to come alive when it's fully activated. So it's the doorway to the divine being. So Lord Muruga removes karma. He removes the Maya, the illusion that you are alone, that you aren't God, that you have to struggle. And then the ego that says, I'm going to edge God out because I know what's going on. I'm going to fix my problems. Okay, good. How are you doing now? So you can do that when you're young. As we get older, we're like, oh my God, I can't do this. So he's the God of wisdom as well. So as we age, we do things wisely, or we hope we do. We learn from experiences. So the veil or the lance of Lord Muruga is something that you can take a lemon or a lime and pierce it. And that act, that simple act, is going to remove stubborn karma. It's a spiritual technology. Just like you turn on your cell phone, you get onto your app, and all of a sudden you're communicating in fabulous ways, or you're doing whatever you're doing with that. And do you need to know how it works? No, you just do it, and it makes you happy. So try it out, especially today, 6th moon. So that will help to diffuse a lot of karma that Saturn is delivering. If you are interested in Nambu herbs, Shrim Brazil, this is infused with this energy for healing. So again, this month is all about healing. We're trying to show you these are the tools. This is the technology. And so many of us who take this Shrim Brazil herb, it is incredible. So, and it is the turmeric not only heals the body, it has so many medicinal properties. You're going to look up all the research and then go online and see just what turmeric does. But it's infused with a mantra, not only Shrim Brazil, but a very special mantra that even no one knows. Dr. Pillai has asked that it be infused into this turmeric, and that's what makes it so special. So even if he could tell you about it, you still wouldn't know because you have to be in alignment. So many of us have been taking it for years and years. And I can tell you that when I run out of it, it leaves a hole. Like it leaves me to feel like, wow, there's something missing. And then when I start taking it, capsule, you feel empowered and you feel like the goddess is there. The goddess Shrimbrzi is there. And then that consciousness is there as well. And it's uplifting. So there's health and upliftment, and then it helps you to create. So it's the Shrimbrzi Nambu herb is also helps to clean out the navel chakra. So the navel chakra is that which is in our spiritual body. The chakras are psycho-spiritual centers. So we have blocks in our belly. And so we can't even trust our gut. And that's what our intuition is. That's our gut feeling. We can create something outside of what is going on right now. And we have to trust that. But sometimes we can't trust it because it's blocked. So that's what the Namu herbs, especially the Shrimbrzi, and if you take it during this month, oh my goodness, you're aligned with or in alignment with this divine energy. So it will help you. All these shares that I've shown you, you can rewatch this because there's a lot going on. And I didn't even know I was going to talk about all this stuff. So that's kind of fun for me. When I just look at the Astrobed calendar, and it makes me to be so happy for everybody, the whole world, because we can find a way out of our harms and hurdles. So an Ekadashi is coming up, and that's a period of time that doesn't happen too many times in the year. 11th moon, and you can get the blessings of Vishnu. And where is he? Well, we have a form of Vishnu. This is Narasimha, and his birthday happens to be coming up too at the end of the month. So Narasimha is an avatar of Lord Vishnu. I think he's the 5th avatar out of the Dasa avatars. So Dasa is 10. And then he is this lion guy, and we'll talk about him moving forward. He's got Lakshmi on his lap just to calm him down. He's fiery. So he wants to destroy the negativity, and he's a form of Vishnu. So Vishnu means to diffuse anything that is blocking your wishes. And he's known as the party god. So those are a few of the goodies, or the good times, the power times that are coming up. And we'll keep you on track every week. And if you don't come live to these calls, then definitely you can watch the YouTube and find out who to pray to, when to pray to them, and how to do that. And so we'll guide you to jump over to Pillai Center Academy. I think there is a Narasimha program there. There's also a bunch of Muruga courses, Lord Muruga, and where you can get the initiation teachings from Dr. Pillai, and that wakes up that consciousness inside of you. So Lord Muruga also will open up all the chakras. So people say, oh, I feel blocked in my chakras. He's the guy. So we want to raise that Kundalini energy up to here to create, versus it being down in the belly and stuck. It's more physical. It weighs us down. And even its location is the physical location, or the subtle body as well, because it's aligned with the physical body. And that energy feels stuck. So you can't talk your way out of feeling down. So you want to feel the energy, and then you feel uplifted. So that's what it is. And without further ado, let's do a practice. How about that? That would be fun. All right. So if you're new to these kinds of practices, what I'll do is I will ask you to close your eyes and go internally, and then I'm going to take you through a guided process. So meditation is always happening. It's a stream of consciousness. What? Just like radio waves are all out there, but until you turn your radio on and tune in to that particular channel, you won't really know what's going on. You can, I think the song will be playing. Well, then you're pretty psychic. Good for you. But most of us, we have to tune in. We have to find out what's going on, or your favorite show or whatever it is, you tune in at that time. So meditation is a stream of consciousness. It's out there. We've got to tap into it. So how we do that is we call on these divine beings who are in this non-physical realm. And then they start to, you might even feel them all around you or feel them inside of you. Whenever you meditate, you are surrounded by angels, gods, goddesses, masters. Do we know about that? Not necessarily. Some people do, but some people have so much karma. Even people who are highly evolved, or they say they're spiritually evolved, they go through these periods of time where it's dark night of the soul. It's not just one night. It goes on and on and on. So anyone who is in this physical realm, they will be challenged. And as we evolve higher and higher to manifest our highest and best in any given moment, the challenges are that equal and opposite. So there are a lot of forces that are coming in. So we want to know that we're surrounded by angels, we're surrounded by gods or divine beings or archetypes or just energies that are going to be more favorable and uplift us versus, oh my God, what is that? Ooh. And you just know it's ominous and you're just like, oh God, I'm so tired of this. So the divine beings who are going to be calling on this week, and maybe we will see who wants to come. So Dr. Pillai is always guiding this. I am just the mouthpiece. I like to be that. So I am so happy, and it's such a blessing to come and be with everybody in Powertime practice, because we've been doing this for about 8 years. We've been coming together. Yagna writes it up. Radha is here on the chat. And we just started out, we said, hey, let's do this for a year. And then the next year came and I said, do you guys want to do this again? Yeah, let's do it again. And then here we are 8 years later. And it has been such an adventure, because people who are coming, like yourself, you may surprise yourself, and then you start to manifest this whole other reality. So people who have been coming from year to year, congratulations. And also people who are coming for the very first time, maybe this is your first day, and congratulations to you, because I always say to you that you're more evolved. You didn't have to wait around and go through all this stuff. You're right here, right now. So as we're evolving and as we grow our community, expand our community globally, then we are expanding the global consciousness. So you may think that, I don't know, I'm just doing something, I guess, for myself. Your guess is right, but you're also doing something that you don't even know what you're doing. So Dr. Pillai is on a higher mission, and he is being called by these divine beings to get this energy into the people who are following the teachings. And then collectively, we will be able to raise the bar. So there will be a time where we will reach a critical mass. And there are other spiritual beings on the planet right now who are doing that with the people who are karmically drawn to those teachings. So there's not about right or wrong. It's just like, do what you do best. Do what's natural for you. So if you're here, maybe that's natural for you to be here. It's not we're better than anybody else, or this is the worst, or there's nothing like that. It's like, be where you are now. And that's where you know, oh, this feels natural. This feels right. I'm going to explore it more. Instead of going, trying this, trying that, and you're feeling frustrated and you don't know which way to go. You kind of do that when you first start on a spiritual path, but then you know, okay, I'm steady as she goes. And especially during COVID time, you will be putting yourself to the test, because can't go out and do anything else to distract you. You will find these beings awakening this consciousness inside of you. So with Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings, we're going to get into it now. All right. So you can be settling into a space of receptivity. So whether you are in your own puja room or your prayer room, or whether you're, out and about or doing things like a lot of people, they tune in while they're shopping or, doing whatever they're doing with their kids, family, and so on. So you can do that as well, because you're learning how to tap into this meditation, this stream of consciousness that exists always, even with your eyes open. You can feel the stillness of your soul. So you're invited to do that. If you're driving, please do not shut your eyes. Or if you're operating heavy machinery or cutting up stuff in the kitchen, please be natural. So let's close our eyes and go internally. And once we do that, we shut the world out just for some time. So closing your eyes, focus your attention internally. And put your attention now to the base of your spine. Maybe even your tailbone area. So if you're sitting down, maybe you can rock around and then just feel where that, oh, there it is. I'm aligned. And something will happen inside of you. Maybe you'll see some light, different colors of light, or you'll just feel something else is going on. You're aligning yourself as if you have a divine Wi-Fi connection. You're sending a signal by visualizing a ray of light moving from the base of the spine or the tailbone area up through the spinal column in your subtle body, your energy body. So this ray of light pierces the psycho-spiritual centers, your chakras, those energy wheels, if you will, that radiate out once we ping them. So imagine waves of sound and light radiating out like a pebble in the pond, the radiation of those rings going out and out and out. From that point that the pebble was popped into the pond. So there's a stillness, but there's this rippling out. So this ray of light pierces all the chakras, and then it goes up through the skull and into the space. Just take a moment to grab on to that light, that ray of light. Is called Sushumna in Sanskrit. And it is your central nadi or channel, energy channel, that you can tune into and then align with the divine. So we're sending out a signal from inside to the divine in all kinds of different realms, spiritual realms, or spaces of energy, packets of energy, if you will, are going to come and touch that antenna, that susumna. Feel it being touched way, way up, 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 up. Now we'll ask Lord Ganesha, who removes obstacles, inside of us at the root chakra, the Muladhara in Sanskrit. He moves the Kundalini energy up this channel. Imagine a reddish orangish light pouring down your legs and into your feet and toes. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now we'll enliven the chakras starting at the base of the spine and imagine the energy radiating out in all directions. Your energy body is expanding. Let go of anything that is no longer serving you or anyone else in your life. Base of the spine. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest. Move up to the throat. Clear the throat. Move up to the third eye, middle of the brain. Float back down to the base of the spine. Now pour your attentional energy down your legs into the earth. Connect with the earth element. Na, 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 na. Move up into the belly, the navel chakra. Fill it with water. Ma, 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 ma. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest. Feel the energy of fire in the heart, the chest, the arms and hands. She, 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 she. Move up to the throat, the mouth, the nostrils. Connect with the air element or the prana, the subtle air, the energy, the life force that animates your soul. Va, 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 va. Now move up to your eyes. Keep them steady and still. The brain starts to tingle, lighting it up. Connect with the ether or Akash, the space. Ya, 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 ya. Now, Imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you in a form you're familiar with, or a light, a vast light. Imagine all your chakras soaking up the light like a sponge in each chakra that's radiating from Dr. Pillai's subtle body form, dissolving the negative, congested energies or karmas that you're so stuck with. He's diffusing it. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Bhavaya Swaha. Embrace the light. Be absorbed from head to toe with this light, moving through all the cells. The DNA is changing. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Bhavaya Swaha. Receive the light of thousands of suns, rays of energy moving through you, enlivening your soul, enlivening your sushumna, enlivening the chakras. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Bhavaya Swaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Bhava Namaha. Ask for your third eye to open. Ask to feel something happening in your forehead and in the middle of your brain. Feel it. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Bhava Namaha. Imagine your third eye like a doorbell, pinging your higher self. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Bhava Namaha. Open, open, open the third eye. Open it, open it, open it. Even if it's a crack, open it. See it, feel it, imagine it. Now imagine the dancing Shiva Nataraja, the king of the dance or the lord of the dance. The energy in your third eye is dancing inside a flame, a circle of flames. It's purifying your mind, your body, your soul. You're feeling a pulse or pressure, some tingling. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shivaya Namah. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shivaya Namah. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya Namah. 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 Internalize the sound vibrations. Feel the dancer in your third eye. Now imagine your backbone as the shaft of the veil or lance of Muruga. The warrior, the spiritual warrior who will destroy the karmas that are clogging up your chakras. He's the god of the third eye. He'll burn anything that is no longer serving you at the level of the soul, and then also enliven your ego to become more divine. So your backbone is the shaft or the handle of the veil, the spear, the lance. And the head of the veil is in your middle of your brain, the third eye. The tip pierces the top of the skull and it shoots a tremendous amount of light into the space, like fireworks going off. Seek the blessings of Lord Muruga to get rid of the stubborn karma, the Maya, the ego challenges, and be one with your God or goddess self. Om Saum Saravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Vitrivel Subramanyaya Namaha. Om Saum Saravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Vitrivel Subramanyaya Namaha. Enliven your backbone, enliven your brain. Be the veil. Your body disappears. Your mind is only on the veil that is burning like thousands or even millions of suns. Om Saum Saravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Vitrivel Subramanyaya Namaha. Om Saum Saravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Vitrivel Subramanyaya Namaha. Om Saum Saravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Vitrivel Subramanyaya Namaha. Om Saum Saravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Vitrivel Subramanyaya Namaha. Now, imagine your brain lighting up and you receive the feet of Lord Muruga, absorbing the karma in your brain, opening up or making room for the third eye to open. Muruga. You can say Muruga as well. Muruga. Feel the feet of Lord Muruga in your brain. Muruga. 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 Be still. There'll be a flash of luminescent feet in your brain. Muruga, Muruga, Muruga. Muruga, Muruga, Muruga. Now, as his feet move through your subtle body all the way down to your feet, feel the energy of this red being who's fired up to burn or purify the karma, maya, ego. Muruga, Muruga, Muruga. Feel it from head to toe. Muruga, Muruga, Muruga. Now, move your attention into your heart center. Now that the karma is diffused, the heart's desires want to be fulfilled. Imagine Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, who fulfills your wishes. The beautiful being entering your heart, golden, clothed, blue-bodied, archetype or God in your heart. You might feel tingling or goosebumps, or your heart might be pumping or pounding in your chest. You might feel blocked. Know that he's there. And you may have a release, a catharsis, or tears. Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Blue being in your heart, gold and radiating all around. He's wearing gold, silks, gemstones, smiling at you. Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Feel your heart bubbling with joy. He's the party god. Dance in your heart. Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Now, his consort, Shrimbrazi, appears, pink and gold and silvery, dazzling light, gold dust all around. The particles are lighting up your heart. Your whole body lights up. Shrim Brazil, 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 Shrim Brazil. Shrim Brazil, 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 Shrim Brazil. The energy explodes from your heart in all directions. Gold is all around you. And like a fountain, it shoots up into your third eye and explodes in your brain. Gold is everywhere. Gold coins, gemstones, the treasure of the kingdom within is being revealed. Now imagine Kubera, the banker of heaven, who distributes the gold from the goddess. Om Kuberaya Namaha. Om Kuberaya Namaha. Om Kuberaya Namaha. Your third eye is showing you ways in which you can fix your finances through this banker of heaven, his blessings. Om Kuberaya Namaha. Money is in the bank. Om Kuberaya Namaha. Om Kuberaya Namaha. Feel the third eye. Allow prosperity to come to you. Om Kuberaya Namaha. Om Kuberaya Namaha. Om Kuberaya Namaha. Gold. Gold is everywhere. It is the universal currency on the earth plane and also other planes as well. Divine beings are gold, shiny beings. Now we'll ask for Lord Saturn to bless us with longevity, with patience, compassion, persistence, fortitude, strength to come out of our difficult karmas. He's a dark blue being, or black even. And he's happy that everyone is doing a spiritual practice today on his day, Saturday. Om Shram Shanicharaya Namaha. 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 Be still and know you are God or Goddess or nature, divine being. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul. Peace to your surroundings, peace to the world, peace to the universe. We need it. And slowly, slowly let go of the process. Come back into your physical awareness, the space around you. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. So thank you so much for joining, everyone. Those of you who need to go, have an amazing rest of your week ahead. We'll see you next Saturday for Shani Pradosham. Dump a lot of karma, get the blessings by coming, and invite other people to come as well, because you never know who you might invite to explore their spiritual path. So it's always good to share the teachings. And then those of you who are going to stay, I'm going to take a look at the chat and just see what's happening with everyone for a few minutes. So yeah, this Radha has posted here on the chat, Pillai Center Practice. Astroved is offering 30 days of free services to support people during the global pandemic crisis. And I signed up for that. And it's a health protection as well. So you can give a donation of any amount. I was so happy to be able to do that because these are very powerful spiritual tools. So rituals make you rich. They enrich you. They do much more than your meditation practices can do. So again, be empowered at the right time. So this is something that is going to be done on a global scale. And then we can go along for the ride. So thanks for posting that, Radha. Swachan is saying, thank you so much, Sutrita, for such an amazing meditation. Oh, God bless you. That's Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings. I'm just here again to offer the support. So good to hear that you had a great experience. Nasa saying that was outstanding. It was really outstanding. Oh, okay. When you go in, you actually go out. Out is very shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace place. And that's what it is. We've got to dump all of that which we have been absorbing from our environment, absorbing from the social media or media in and of itself, any kind of media, the news, the Netflix, it's a consciousness that we absorb. So we're biological beings. Bio is life. And whatever we interact with or interface with, we're not always conscious of it, but we feel this heaviness, this burden we don't want. So it becomes a karma. It makes us to feel weighed down, literally as well. So then when we come and we do a spiritual practice with the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai, then it's super easy to feel like you got a break from it. You got a way out. You got some peace. So that's wonderful. Gina's saying so much of gratitude, Babaji, Sutrita, all in Pillai Center. May all of you be abundantly blessed. Please, please, please think about what you want to manifest in these, especially these coming weeks, because this is going to pump those thoughts into you. And then if you're not into writing or you don't even know what you want to manifest because you're like, well, what if I manifest that and I don't want it? That's what the mind does. It's like a kid at Toys R Us. It doesn't know what it wants. The kid just wants every toy. And then they end up in a closet or, out on the curbside and another kid is picking it up. So that's what we're like. We don't even know what we want to manifest. So it's really important to keep writing it down. If there's 108 things that you want to manifest, say in front of each one of those things, whether it's an item like a physical material, something material, or whether it's a healing in a relationship or love or a relationship at all. Maybe you're living alone and you just want to have some interaction with others and be uplifted. So whatever it is, write it down. And before you write it down, put, I am grateful that this is manifesting. Oh, or you can even say it to yourself. It's a lot to write. So when we have that attitude of gratitude first, then we're asking for greatness out of all those situations. And greatness is great. You're full of greatness. And what is greatness? It's like, oh my God, this is so awesome. And what is that? Oh my God. So God is there. So God is great. God is good. Let us thank him for our food. It's not only that, we want to feel abundance. So this is a time where we don't even know what abundance is or what we could create, because we're only coming from our karmas where we're in scarcity consciousness, poverty consciousness. I'm not good enough. I'm not beautiful enough. This is the month where you're going to feel it. So write that down. 108 ways in which you are grateful for everything in your life. And then those things will manifest in ways you cannot imagine, open up doors through those manifestations. If you really know what you want, write that out 108 times. Not every day, but as much as you can. And then you want to tap into the energy of vision boards. Can't say enough about vision boards because there's nothing to say. There's lots to look at, though. So if you don't know what you want to manifest, you got to look at it all the time because you'll forget. You'll get caught up in everyday life. So vision boards, whether they're the hard copies, you get a cardboard, a bulletin board or poster board, and then you cut out pictures out of magazines or, quotes that are very inspiring. So you want to see it and do it as a, hey, I don't know, maybe stick a picture of Dr. Pillai in the middle or your favorite god or deity or all of them and have all the gods on your vision board and then see what they help you to attract. And then sky's the limit. Put your whole life story there, manifest a whole other different reality and look at it every day. And even if you glance at it, that energy is going into your brain through these. These are your eyes or your windows to your soul. So they will open up to that. And then you will feed that into your brain. And that's what you will eventually see manifesting because you're doing your spiritual practices and you're looking at it and going, oh my God, I wonder how that's going to manifest. I don't have that money in the bank. I'm never going to do that. That's what you're going to say. But on the board, you're feeding your eye candy. So you got eye candy. You got to have your eye candy to feel that yummy, sweet life and see it show up in your life. So whatever you see, you're projecting that out like a movie. The projector is coming from back and it's projecting onto the screen of your life. So do the vision boards. You can do virtual ones or on your smartphones or whatever. That's cool too. Electronics. Akshaya Tritiya is on May 14th. Thank you so much, whoever asked that question. And then Radha's posted there as well. Fraz is saying, glory to Dr. Pillai. Thank you so much, Sutri. To the Powertime practice is the soul's spiritual compass for the week ahead. Thank you so much, Radha. It's actually Radha Betsy. It's not Radha Peru, but I'm sure Radha Peru would be happy. And Radha is so humble and sweet that she knows that you're thanking her as well for us and everyone at PC. So thanks so much. That's right. She's a different person. So, and Radha has been around way longer than Radha Peru, but it's not about that. It's just we want to give clarity and acknowledgement to the person who's been here for a long, long time. And I know you know that too, as well for us. So people are saying hello and where you're from all around the world. Awesome. So the live stream Living My Lord's Prayer is on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. UTC, and then 10:30 p.m. IST. So get that energy. It's on the Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Oh, sorry. I thought it was on Pillai Center Practice YouTube channel. It's on Religion of Religions YouTube channel. So the link is on there. Radha's posted it there. And then coming up, scrolling up, Dr. Pillai is going to talk about the new mystery school. That's tomorrow. So please join. The link is on this chat. And the new mystery school is going to start May 15th. Dr. Pillai is going to be live tomorrow, Thought Manifestation and Miracle Mind Sunday, May 2nd at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be there on the chat, and that is going to be 11:30 p.m. IST. Those guys in India, or if you're on that side of the pond, that side of the globe, you're going to get a lot of blessings at that time of the night when you can be connecting with the goddess energy and God energy. So it's a great time to connect with Dr. Pillai live. So please stay up for that if you can. Otherwise, all of these are going to be recorded, and then the recordings will be available through Pillai Center and Pillai Center YouTube. So that is, but come where Dr. Pillai is going to be hot off the press and ready to download everybody with the latest and greatest messages from the divine beings who want this world to evolve now. Miracle is a now. It's not, oh, I hope I get a miracle. It's now. All you have to do is show up. So fill up your cup and let it flow over into the space all around you. So Akshaya Tritiya is the royal day for ever increasing abundance. Every year I participate in Akshaya Tritiya because you can also do, if you sign up for the services that are offered through Pillai Center or Ashravet, then they feed people, they give donations to people who are struggling. They help to uplift others. I can't do that for a lot of people. So they do that on my behalf, and I can get that checked off the spiritual checklist of things to do before you die. You want to evolve as much as you can, and those are the kinds of things we need to do. So it's all wrapped up in a lovely package to be gifted to those who need it the most through Tripura Foundation. You can do that anytime. And we'll talk about Akshaya Tritiya next week as well. But just go check it out, read it, and then you will feel the energy of the goddess awakening inside of you. And you might even have some dreams. If you dream with these divine beings, they are connecting with you, and God bless you. You're getting a lot of blessings. Mother's Day next week. So honor your mom. Whether she's here, my mom has passed away, and every Mother's Day she gets tarpanum. So there are services that are offered, and then there's discounts, and you can get different things, discounts, lots of big discounts in different rituals that you can do for yourself, and then you're also doing for your mother, whether she's alive or dead in the other realm. So I think that's it as far as what people have posted. Is there a mantra for winning court cases? Yeah, Ivan, you just heard it. Muruga and the veil. So the veil, for those people who are just joining, and Ivan is asking me to remind everyone, so this is a veil. You can get them on Pillai Center or Ashravet, and then you can, as Dr. Pillai says, you just pour water, stick it under the tap. Pour water on it every day. And this represents a karma buster, and it gets rid of enemies, diseases, debts, litigation, lawsuits. So take that with you, not necessarily to court if you need to, because they, check you and they might say, oh, I'll take that. But sometimes even if they take it, then they take the karma, and all of a sudden the court case just gets dismissed or you win over. So, this can really get rid of a lot of things besides court cases, but since you asked. So, and also, as I mentioned earlier, I don't, if you were here, Ivan or anyone else, so this is a lime. You can also use a lemon. This is another veil. It's a bigger one that I like to use. And then you just can pierce a lime or lemon, leave it on your altar or, somewhere where you're going to see it. And as you look at it, you just imagine all the negativity going into the lemon or the lime, and then it gets lanced. It gets speared with this veil of Lord Muruga. And what is this? This is your backbone and brain, your third eye. So it gets rid of those karmas that you're carrying and then gets you into a spiritual realm, which then helps you to experience miracles, get out of harms and hurdles. Also gives you a lot of courage and strength and the ability to know how to pick your battles. So you may be right, but then you go, nope, zipping it, not going to say anything. And that's wisdom. So he's the God of wisdom. Doing this, again, it's a spiritual tool, just like you would take a Tylenol to get rid of your headache pain or body aches. You don't know how it works. You just take it and it gets rid of it. Do this, gets rid of it every day. And even if you don't have a challenging time, karma is always coming at you. Get rid of it. So I go to the grocery store. It's a bag of lemons, a bag of limes, 14, 7 of each, 1 for each day. Boom, it's done. So yeah, Radha is saying, is it okay to put the lime on the spear, then roll it on my body paint? You can roll it on your body first and then pierce it. Why don't you absorb all that negativity into the lime or the lemon? It's like a surrogate taking on the negativity so you don't have to. And then take the spear and jab it. You want to do something physical. Because if you don't, if you just, oh yeah, okay, I'll just watch Sutrita do it. Cool. But you want to do it because you want to get rid of that karma. Anything we do with our physical hands, we're telling the rest of our body, our brain, our mind, our being, our DNA, I am so sick and tired and I don't know how this works. And I need to do this through the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai. I didn't know that this would do it. So you just start to do these spiritual practices. If you don't have a veil now, then take a lemon or lime, roll it around your head, your throat. The karmas, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Anything you speak or don't speak is going to get you into trouble or not. And you don't know if it is, but you've already done it. So you can't take it back. Before it has any vibration to it, energy to it, then you just roll it and then pierce it or cut it with a knife and then throw it away. So don't put the lime or the lemon after you, I'm going to get rid of this one after this class. However, if you're doing this at home, you can have it for overnight and then don't have it hanging around for days on end because it's going to be attracting negativity too. So this is another way to challenge your prosperity is don't be so cheap. It's like 50 cents. And you're going to buy a bag of chips for that amount anyways. That comfort food. Get rid of that comfort food and get rid of your karma. So Radha is saying, I started to buy a bag of limes every week and just want to smell the lime when I'm rolling it. Oh, you can. That's fine. But when you're going to offer to these divine beings, you don't want to, smell it or taste it, or you just want to get their energy because that lime or lemon represents Lord Muruga. And then he says, okay, that's the karma. I'm going to go kill it, stab it, jab it, cut it, and you will feel that energy and let us know how it goes. Nasha saying, thank you, Sushita, Radha, Dr. Pillai, divine. In my part of the planet today is Easter, so happy Easter. May all beings be healthy, wealthy, and resurrected. We get to do it again. Yay. So my battery is going to run out. So that's a sign that maybe we should wrap it up. So God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining. And we will see you tomorrow with Dr. Pillai. Or in the mystery school, if you're there, I'll be there. I'm going to be leading that or hosting that call. Radha Peru, who is not Radha, Betsy, if it's here, it's Radha Peru. She's going to take some time off. And so I'm going to be joining that call for those people who have started the new mystery school. It's going to be great to see you there ahead of time, ahead of the start time. That's what Dr. Pillai does. He goes, get them warmed up. So we'll warm everybody up and that'll be fun to see you there. So thanks, everyone. We will see you in the Lord's Prayer or learning the Lord's Prayer. That's on Saturdays. And maybe we'll see you in other courses as well. So take care. God bless. Be uplifted. Be in your spirit. Let yourself be inspired with all this energy as you get to be born or spring into a new way of being. And we'll see you when we see you next. Namaste.